This is a sweet morning for the two #1 players in tennis. One day after Serena Williams won the women's title at Wimbledon, Novak Djokovic became a champion as well. Djokovic won his third Wimbledon title, defeating seven-time winner Roger Federer in 4 sets. Only on CBS This Morning, the champion joins us now from Wimbledon. Novak, good morning and congratulations.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
What was it that happened in the break, the rain break, when you had just lost the second set in a tiebreaker and you came back seemingly stronger than ever?
Well, I was coming into the match knowing that Roger is going to play on a very high level, as he always does, at the final stages of Grand Slams, and he's not going to hand me the victory. So I have to earn it, to go out on the court believing I can do it. It was kind of a déjà vu of the last year's final where it was 2-1 up and trying to close out the match at fourth, but he came back, showed his competitive spirit, and fighted his way through fifth. And this year's final was very similar. Went down the wire and could have gone really either way after that second set. But the rain delay helped. Boris, my coach, got in a small room where we were waiting to be called back on the court, and we had a small chat. We kept things simple and just focus on certain things I need to do better. And after that, I felt like I played really well.
Yeah, you're talking about Boris Becker, who is also a 3-time Wimbledon winner. What exactly did he say to you, Novak? What did he say?
Just keeping things very simple, and just remembering why I'm here. Remembering the importance of the match. Remembering the fact that every single day, you wake up and you go to practice courts and repetitively do the same things over and over again, just to get yourself in a situation like the one yesterday, to fight for the biggest trophy in sports and to play against one of your biggest rivals. So he was basically trying to encourage me to get that mental strength out of me, and to really show his support as everybody else in the team, and I felt that.
Novak, after you lost that tight second set tiebreak, you were yelling, and we saw you try to rip your shirt off there. What were you saying to yourself, and how did that moment make a difference, and do you think that's where you were able to turn it around?
Well, you don't want to know what I was saying to myself, but generally I had an emotional burst, and that's what happens. And then at such a high level, you tend to go through certain emotions, ups and downs, but it's important to bounce back, to recover. And if there is one thing that tennis has taught me over the years, is to get back on track and to leave whatever happened behind me.
Novak, you had a wonderful coach who began with you very early, and she passed away last year. What would you say to her this morning after this remarkable victory?
I would say we did it again, and that everything that she told me, and that the fact that she believed in me alongside my parents, that I can win Wimbledon and become the best in the world, as it was true, and it became a reality once more. So I want to thank her for everything she has done for me.
Now you have a family. Does that make a difference in your tennis?
Of course it does. Actually, yesterday on the finals day, my wife and I celebrated the 1-year anniversary of our marriage. So it was a very special occasion. I was very glad to have her and closest family members there to celebrate this win, to share the great joy with them after the match. I got to see my son this morning, so it's truly amazing. I'm going to try to now nurture every moment that I find myself as a husband and a father, because as soon as I'm off the tennis courts, when I get back home, I'm not a tennis player, I'm a husband and a father, and it's just a completely different chapter in my life that also obviously helped me to play better tennis.
And that is the best, a husband and a father. 2014 was a good year for you. You got married and became a dad. Can I ask you about Serena Williams? Because you said that you had hoped to dance with her at the championship dinner last night. Did you get a chance to do that? What did you two talk about?
Of course, she cannot refuse. It was great. We had a great dance. There's this nice tradition, obviously, at the Champions Ball. That was called, now it's called Champions Dinner, but people expect champions to dance, and the last time I think that happened was 1986, and ever since then champions were not dancing together. So we thought we want to give a little rebirth of this tradition, and hopefully any other next champion will do the same. And I was actually thinking it's going to be a slower tune, or something like a waltz, something more sophisticated. But she wanted to move, so she chose Night Fever, and you can imagine how that went.
I like that. I like it.
What would you improve about your game?
I think there is always a room for improvement, and that's something that always keeps me going, and it's always in the back of my mind. I'm a perfectionist, as any other top player, both men's and women's. We all very self-critical, and we all want to get our game to this perfect as possible level, which is not possible. But again, on the other hand, it is always some incentive to keep going.
And finally, what has Roger Federer meant to tennis?
Hey, so much. He has done so many great things for tennis on and off the court. I mean, of course, the achievements and results that he had in his career speak about itself. And then, of course, the way he carries himself off the court is a great champion, a great example to kids, being professional, being fair to everybody, and just being a class act. So I'm glad to be part of his era.
Novak, thank you so much for joining us.
See you in New York.
Thank you.